This is a girl who can only be seen from a distance and cannot be played with. Just mention her name. There must be someone who hates the roots of their teeth. Lee Na-yeon, who has been trained by Simon Knight, gifted at pinpointing opponents. That splattered expression, plus the extreme movements, let every opponent who has fought against her. They all want to rectify her in place. Looking at Lee Na-yeon's attribute panel, Simon Yu felt very relieved. Although she doesn't come to the club often, but Lee Na-yeon has made great progress, and his tactical growth is also very high. Just raise his various attributes. I believe he can also become a sweet pastry like Inner Alchemy. When he really becomes the star of YSM, you can make a lot of money yourself. After all, judging from the current game, more than half of the audience came to see him. Compared to him, the fans of Adix are pitiful. As a sixth child, he will only do it when he's sure. Will rush out of the shadow. The audience hasn't seen it yet. He went back into the shadows again. After winning the last regular season game, YSM made it to the playoffs. Bai Ji-hoo also came to the scene to congratulate Simon Industry. At the same time, he told Simon Yi, "Come by yourself this time," is representing the World Association. Apply for the recycling of Zadran seeds. Simon Yi looked at Yi with contempt. "You made a fuss at first. I didn't expect the people from the association to come so late. I thought you didn't accept it." Bai Ji-hoo was a little embarrassed. Changed the subject immediately. Today's YSM can be said to be in full swing. But playoff teams are not easy. He asked if Simon Yi was confident of winning the championship. Simon Yi grinned. "This kind of ding talk thing on the board. Don't ask again." Simon Yi's confidence surprised Bai Ji-hoo. "Could it be that you still have a hidden secret weapon? Just watch." At this time, YSM's head coach Sana was speaking to reporters. Interview. The host asked him what his plans were for the next playoffs. Sano glanced at each other lightly, saying that the championship trophy belongs to them. The host was also surprised by Sana's confidence. Sano explained to her, before coming to the country, their bosses made a deal with her. "Frankly speaking, it makes me feel sorry for the other competing teams, because their boss Simon Yi promised she will compete in 3 competitions in 1 year. Here. Bai Ji-hoo's glasses are about to drop. Isn't this hanging up? The strongest hero on earth. Come and participate in the rookie hero fighting competition. Isn't he here to abuse vegetables?" Simon Knight, as the owner of the club. The players are also embarrassed to say anything about him, forced to accept the reality of lying and winning. Then Sana began to arrange a battle plan for the crowd. Opponents in game 1 of the playoffs. ICBC is in 3rd place. The old 6 tactics against YSM. They were in the last transfer period. Recruited a player with tracking superpowers, Han Sheng. Although his various attributes are not outstanding, but his skills, can designate 5 opponents to track. This skill completely restricted the movements of Yin Fan and Zhao Shenkao. Just take a look. Although it will not explode, but the 2 are basically useless. And in battle, this skill of the opponent allows them to prioritize the battle situation. Simon Yi let everyone not be nervous. He's got a plan. In this competition, Zhao Shenghao and his team, because he has something he wants to try. It's game day soon. After this period of network fermentation, Simon Knight competition, it has become a global hot topic. The National Secondary League that was once ignored. It has also become the focus of the world. As soon as he appeared, Simon Yu felt the heat of the audience. Love this damn person. Temperament is really nowhere to put. The 4 eyes that are usually taciturn can't stand it anymore. "Boss, can we make a face?" The 2 opponents meet before the game. ICBC players all have bitter melon faces. It feels like eating a lump with water. Answer the opposite. YSM is all complacent, because the boss joined. This is definitely a win in a breeze. Simon launched the analytical eye as soon as he came up. Sure enough, no one can fight. Here we go. Zhao Shenghao is still looking for a safe place. Only this time, he brought an extra telescope. As the countdown ends, everyone rushed out as planned. Only Simon Yi is still doing warm-up exercises in place. On the other side, a CBC's team of 6. The first wave of hunting has been completed. From the very beginning, they are using Han Sheng's skills, track the location of Simon Yi and others. Their plan is to delay the game as much as possible. Narrow the gap with Simon Yi by hunting. In the Warfire system, gathering hunting points increases points and abilities. As long as you use this mechanism flexibly, we can close the gap between players. If you confront Simon Yi at the beginning, they will soon be defeated. And CBC, in order to reduce the chance of encountering Simon Knight, reduced melee output, added remote output, and taken to track Li Na-yeon Zhao Shenghao from a distance, and hidden criminals. Prioritized the strategy of containing the team. Of course, there are 2 necessary conditions. First, YSM uses containment tactics. Second, you can't meet Simon Yi before it's fully developed. At this moment, the front of the oral head has turned purple. Just when they thought it was halfway there, a gunlight suddenly attacked the face door. Little Gogo sideways dodged, but Han Sheng, who was behind him, was stabbed to the core. Everyone was shocked. Simon Yi didn't even leave the place of birth. Achieve long-range throwing. Hey, did this trick work? Exactly. Ultra-long throw plus weapon recovery skills. Let Simon Yi stay at home to achieve all-out killing. and responsible for delivering his vision. It was Zhao Shenghao holding a telescope, throwing your own spear with someone else's bladder. This wave of borrowing chickens and laying eggs is the real six. The little Gaga, who doesn't know the truth, is all dumbfounded. The oil-headed man asked where the second team was in a panic, but the news I received was, they were attacked by Ximon Yi. Little Gaga is desperate, can't even see people. He's still playing with it. That's right. This is Ximon Yi's newly developed tactic. Use Zhao Shenghao's vision to complete his kill. At first, during training, Ximon Yi always find the right head. After all, there is distance, wind and angle, and many other factors are affected. But soon Ximon Yi was looking for a fight. It feels like to people playing poker, precision guidance can be achieved even without turning on the lights. With this trick, Ximon Yi killed indiscriminately on the field. This feels like an appetizer. Make people eat more and more. Sana's evaluation of this move is amazing, incomparable. That's right. When I saw Ximon Yi's performance, Bai Jihu was completely stunned. If you close your eyes and throw, he can take it. What the hell is a recyclable weapon? Follow Xiaoyue for so many years. I've never seen him do that before. The ICBC members on the field were about to cry, not only to guard against Ximon Yi's spear sneak attack, even the monsters they are about to hunt. It was also snatched away by Ximon Yi from time to time. As long as what is locked by him, there is nothing that can't be pierced. The point is that he is still killing more and more. The oily man can't hold it anymore. We'd better retreat first. But just then, a spear shot out. The oilhead man did his best to block the spear with his shield. Hit the ground hard. The little quacks breathed a sigh of relief. I almost died, and they didn't notice. Under the refraction of sunlight, a shadow appeared in front of the long hair. On the other side, Ximon Yi called the addict over. You are the sixth. You can't keep watching. Exactly. Ximon Yi is the shadow created by the use of weapons, transporting the addict. Are you ready for a sixth-year carnival? At the same time, the rest of the YSM team is also fully developed. And the next battle, even if Ximon Yi no longer makes a move, absolutely no suspense. Game over. Ximon Knight undoubtedly became the MVP of the audience. In the cheers of the audience, Ximon Yi came to the lounge. Sana says, the visual impact of this game is sufficient. The audience responded enthusiastically. Ximon Yi laughed. In that case, then end the show. From now on, I'm getting serious.